Hello and welcome to Snowrunner News. Today, well, I meant to do this video on Friday, but we now have the ability from the PTS. We had a PTS update on Friday, and we now have the ability to pack trailers on the back of trailers, where before they couldn't pack them down. So this is a new feature for Phase 5, however, it should have been part of whatever it was when it packed it. When did we get packing? That was Phase 2, was it? It must have been something like that. So it would have been nice if that was working then, but it is working now, so we can't complain about it, as now you can pack trailers. I haven't tried if you can double stack them. I would have thought you'd be able to, because at the end of the day, if you put a trailer on top of a trailer, then you should be able to stack them all up and they'll all clamp down without any issues. They shouldn't do anyway. Now let's just jump in the Tatra, that one just there, and you see now we've got the ability to unpack trailers, and it works for the, let's put it on the back there, it works for the vehicles as well as the trailers, just like that. So that's brilliant. There's a few times I wanted to do a bit of role play, just going around the map and actually clearing up the trailers, and it would have been nice to put trailers on trailers. So that is available now. That will be available for everyone when Phase 5 comes out. Now this is the public test server 15.3. now the devs have actually said that there will be one more update on the PTS. They think it'll be one more update and then it should be out. So I think the release date for Phase 5 is probably going to be on that 24th of August. I know there's other people saying it's going to be September and what have you, and to be fair, there's no reason why it would take that long. It hasn't been running that badly. We've had a few issues, and one of the main things was this towing frame add-on. Now they did say that this one, if it wasn't ready, it wouldn't be released, but they've done quite a bit of tweaking on this one. So before, let me just fire up the engine first, and then we can show you what options are available. Now we've got the anchors first, like that. The anchors come down, they don't even lift it up, which would be nice to raise it slightly, but it gives it a little bit more stability. And then we've got the control evacuator platform, and then you can see we've got the button over on the left hand side there where we've got raise, lower, so we can raise that down. Now they did add on the previous update, they did have a hell of a lot of controls on it where you can see where the wheels fit into. Those would actually, they would move in and out. So what they've done now is actually fix that, because they were quite glitchy and they were having quite a few issues with it. Now so that's the up and down on it like that, and then we can also raise and lower just like that. I think they were going to do a little bit more tweaking, because that needs to go down a little bit more. But also the main thing we can do with this is we can actually pack them on the vehicle now, which is a lot better. Let's see if we can get this around there. Hang on. Why is my camera stuck? What is going on here? I think we've got a glitched out camera. Hang on. Yeah, why is it doing that? That's very strange. Alright, let's try that again. Anyway, so we're lining up to pick up the Voron. Now, let's get it lined up so the wheels are actually in line with it. That always does help. Let's zoom. What settings have I got there? Oh, that'd be why we're zoomed in a little bit too close. Just like that. Right, so yeah, like I said, they've made this, they simplified it a lot more, where all those controls, they were going a bit nuts on there. So we can now actually come back and hopefully we roll into the back there, and you can see because it's made wider, we can actually get the wheels fit inside. Now it probably could do with a little bit wider as well, because some of these vehicles have got the big tyres, especially if you've got the Tigers and stuff. But the main ability is we can pack it as well. So if we go back to the controls now, and you can see the pack function has came up. So that is vehicle packed. Then we go to the control scheme again, hold down the R1, and then that should give us, yeah, that just lifts it up. That's the tilting function, as you can see, like that. But you can just raise it up. Hopefully, is that the wrong button? Yes, it is the wrong button. You can just raise it up like that, and it will just hold it like that. Do away with the anchors. Anchor's gone. Oh, it dropped down a bit, so there is quite a bit of weight on the back end of there. I probably want to raise up a little bit higher then. Let's raise that a little bit higher up. That's it. That's a shame. So we got to tilt it up that way. Yeah, so it'd be nice if that arm, you can see the whole arm can go up a little bit higher. So it'd be nice if that happens. But the good thing is now we can actually drive off. If we close those controls, we can actually drive off. And you can see they are a little bit floaty on there at the moment, but let's sort that out as it gets sorted. But we have one little problem with this at the moment, where it needs to be articulated. Where the wheels are on the back there, it needs to have that pivot point, because as soon as we go round a bend like this, it's the steering is really bad for the Tatra anyway. When we reverse that, we do have a little bit of issues, but like that, so you can't really reverse it up. So you can see the steering lock on it is not very good, which is, we've got itself stuck now. There we go. So they need that pivot point on the back. Now that hopefully come on the next update, because like I said, they said there will probably be one more update. Now they have said this before, and we've had a couple of updates, so don't take it as gospel, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to be getting phase 5 very soon. I think it's going to be that on that 24th. That's a good date originally, and I think it will be on there. That's like 2 weeks coming. So, and I'll tell you what, we've got ourselves stuck here now, haven't we? No, we're getting out of there. All down to not having very good steering, where I couldn't even make that bend. Don't roll over. There we go. But at least the truck is stayed packed on the back of there as well. I haven't given it too much abuse to see how much abuse it will take, but it seems to be holding on there for the time being. Let's fly down the hill a little bit and make sure it doesn't bounce off. I had a quick go before I did the video, and it all seemed to be working pretty well, which that does. It's just that steering problem at the moment is the main factor. Just like that. Now the other thing we had issues with, where you see I've got the crane on the back, but now we can actually use the crane as well as the lift, where a lot of time, as soon as you, well, the crane controls would not work, but you can see the crane controls are there like that. And then if we want to come out of the crane controls and then go back to, where is it, that one there, we go back to the lift on it, and it all works just like that, like any problems, where it seemed to be the one cancelled the other one out. Whoa, there we go. So that's good news to see that is working. One major thing I'd really like to see, and I know a lot of you guys would like to see that as well, is the able to multi-winch, where we can winch from the one vehicle 2 different winches, or the ability in multiplayer to be able to winch, you know, help each other out. If somebody's having trouble with a vehicle, to be able to put your winch on the back and winch it. But at the moment we can only winch onto one vehicle at a time, which is a bit shite really, but it is what it is. So that is the update. Now the other bit of the update, let's go back to the garage. No, we don't want the Voron, we want the K70, because they've also done a list now. They've added quite a few trucks where you can have this rollback and the ramped rollback, which I showed you what, last week that was. So the K70's got it. There's quite a bit of a list. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go and see what vehicles have got this one's called the articulated rollback, and then we've also got the ramp one as well. So there's the other type. If you didn't see that one, I did a video on that one last week, and this one is just a fixed ramp basically, but it has got an extension on there, so it is more for hauling larger vehicles. You've got the same sort of controls there, where you can lower that down, and then we can also extend the ramp out as well if you need it extended out. If you're having trouble getting that on the back, then you can extend it out just like that, which I like that. That's credit where it's due. Yes, they've done quite a good job with these ones, and like I said, they've added that to a lot of the different vehicles. Now the one I did notice is the Antarctic. That is also got this ramp add on now, which is pretty cool. I did want to go and get that one, but I've got to go to the other map to get that, so I'll have a look at that at a later time. But good to see we've got trailers being fixed now, where trailers can actually go onto the back of any, well, can be clamped down, which is a long time coming. And the ability for the frame, the towing add-on, to actually be clamped down as well, because as soon as you put a truck on the front of it, it would jump off. But there you go. Righto, I hope you've enjoyed this first look at the new packing feature, which is going to be coming on phase 5, which I think it'll be out in probably the next 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure that 24th is going to be pretty close to the release date, and nice to see them making progress on it. It looks like there is only 2 maps in the Don region. They haven't said there's going to be any more. They have confirmed really there's going to be 2, so it'd be nice to have a bit more, but it is what it is. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, why not check out my other videos? I've got plenty of them out there. Thanks for watching. Till next time, goodbye.